When I was a kid, the first day of school was always the Labor Day. No, it was always the Wednesday after Labor Day. So tell me why kiddo is already a week into the school year and I'm over here like, wait, I'm not ready. She still needs more supplies. I think I went through the dishwasher with something that didn't need to be washed. It is officially back to school season, and I have my own anxieties that I'm like projecting. Like, I still have dreams that they have people from my current life, like my husband will be in them and my kids will be in them or whatnot. Like, it's my current life, but for some reason my dreams half of the time take place in my high school hallways or like my grade school hallways. My husband actually thinks this is crazy, but you might think it's crazy too. I went to the same school K through 12. It was one big building. It had wings, like the high school wing and the middle school wing, but like it was still one big building on one big campus. And when I was in 7th grade, they built another building like behind the one building, but it was connected with a tunnel. So there was still one set of buses. They pick up the elementary and loop around and pick up the middle and the high schoolers. And then they like stretched out the middle school and the high school into what formerly was the elementary school, or like the elementary wing, I guess. But my graduating class was 112 kids, if that tells you anything. Like, I'm from a small town. Back to school. My kiddo is completely unorganized, like hot mess express. And so this year I'm trying to teach her how to color code. She's in middle school now, so like grades kind of matter, whereas in the past it hasn't mattered as much. Like, grades still matter, but she's really smart, and I feel like she's been able to almost wing it. Like, she doesn't necessarily have to turn in homework because she would still get good grades on the test. So I'm trying to teach this kid how to color code. I've told her there's rules, like math is red, but she's already like done her math work in the blue folder. I have to just accept this. I was in school, math was always red, science was green, English was yellow, social studies was blue, but sometimes there was purple, but usually it was blue. And this was like the law. These were the rules. Like, those were the colors. That's what they were. And also, folders weren't always solid color. Do you guys remember that? Like, you had an entire aisle of folders, and there were hundreds of like Lisa Frank and Cars and Trucks and the dinosaurs and all of the things. And now there's like 90% of the folder aisle, which is this big instead of a whole aisle, are just solid colors. Like, your decisions now aren't like, do I want a unicorn or a rainbow cat? It's, do I want prongs or paper or plastic? School supplies are lame, and people are complaining about the prices, which I'm not saying I'm not complaining about the prices, but like, if we want to dig into something about school supplies, why aren't we complaining more about the fact that these folders are ugly and whatever? But I'm trying to teach my kiddo how to color code her school supplies. She's been going to school for almost a week now. They didn't send home a proper list like they do in elementary school. She had to go to school on the first day and come home with all the different syllabi, which had the lists for each class. Do they need composition notebooks or spiral notebooks or a binder or a folder? And now I'm trying to like combine them, being like, okay, if English language arts, you need 2 folders and 2 notebooks. They should be yellow. That way you can reach into your backpack and know what you're grabbing, and you can put stuff back in the right folders. But side note, can we talk about how wildly different back to school timing is, like, depending where you live? I grew up in upstate New York. We started the Wednesday after Labor Day. Down in South Carolina and Virginia, where we recently lived, kiddo started at like the end of August, and now it's August 10th, and kiddo has already been, this is her 2nd week in school. What is going on? Listen, I don't know what region New Mexico is, if we're the Midwest or the West Coast or what we are. All I know is that school started in the beginning of August, and that feels wrong to me because August is summer, like the calendar says so. But anyway, here's to a new year, new routines, remembering to turn in homework that you actually did at home instead of just leaving it at home and not losing it in the doom of your backpack. Like or subscribe if you want or don't.